Hello! Today we are doing the third step in making a stained glass piece, and that is copper foiling. Before I copper foil, I took the liberty of washing the piece. I didn't think you would enjoy that video, it would probably be pretty boring. But what you do with that stage is you just put hot water in a bowl, and you just rub each piece individually, get all the glue, the paper, and the gunk, any residue that is on the piece, glass pieces off. And then you put them back where they need to go, and that's it. So I will have a before and an after shot right now. To show you what it would look like before and after. It's pretty simple. Alright, so copper foiling is what we're doing today. There are many different sizes of copper foil. I, of course, forgot the dimensions of which ones I have in front of me, so I apologize for that. But what I will show you is that I have a medium and a small, and I will show you them as tape so you can kind of see it a little better than just a roll of tape. Okay, so the bottom piece is the smaller piece, and the top one is medium or large, whatever you prefer to call it. And the small one, what we would use that one for is probably the diamonds in this piece, or anything very detailed or intricate. The medium or large, whatever you prefer to call it, would be used for border, the orange, red, blue, very big pieces. They have other styles of copper foiling tape. I'm just using the solid kind right now because there's a lot going on in this piece with a lot of color, so I'm just going to keep it simple. But I just wanted to show you so that you are aware there are different styles of copper foiling tape. The one I have in front of me right here is a detailed copper foil tape. It has a scalloped edge, and maybe you would put that here on the border, give it a little bit of extra flair. You know, it's your choice, but I felt like there was a lot more going on with this piece than I already intended, so that's gonna wait over there for the next piece. Okay, so we're gonna copper foil. Usually what I do is I like to stay within the one color and then continue going on. You do you, but I'm gonna continue with my border the way I have. All right, so with the copper tape, the reason why we do this is because in the next stage, we are going to solder, lead solder the onto the piece to make it a one full form and not individual pieces. It's going to be a solid form. And the solder is where the copper, the copper laying down is where the solder is going to go. So this is why we do this. And whatever the copper looks like is where the solder is going to go. So, or the lead is going to go, my apologies. So if you have any like frays or if it's not laying symmetrically, that little jab out there of the copper tape will be seen by the solder and latch on there, like sucks onto the copper. So make sure that it is symmetrical all the way around, unless you want that design. I'm lining it up with the very edge of the piece, and I'm making sure that it is even roughly on both sides. You do not want to have it be uneven, because you're going to lead solder on both sides of the stained glass piece. So you want to make sure that you are even when it comes to taping the piece and making sure it's even. As we're doing this, it is tape, obviously, so we are lightly pressing it down so that it is sticking to the glass piece. Oh, see, that wasn't even. So I need to unpull that. And it's pretty sticky, so as you saw what I just did, I pulled up a little bit, make sure that it was even, and placed it back down. Then you just rip it with your finger, and you have a little bit of an excess piece. As I was saying earlier, you don't want to lay it crookedly on the already laying down copper foil tape, because that is where you will see the mess up in the lead ironing. So you want to lay it right adjacent to the other one and make sure it's overlapping pretty well. Now they do have a tool that you can use. It's more of like a tong and it has two bars, which my finger will be my fingers, and you would put the glass piece in there at this point and press down with it, and it would press the flaps of the copper tape down on each side so that it would create a form like so. I like to be more manhandling, so I like to get all in there and use my own force to press it down. But that's just me. If you're not as inclined to this stage of the piece making, then by all means buy the tool. I don't think it should be that expensive. But I like to be more hands-on with it and press down. I'm using my thumb and my middle finger, or my thumb and my pointer, just to press down very firmly and make sure that it is secure on every edge. At this point, because it is tape, it will kind of point out a little bit at the corners and actually be very pointy and kind of hurt you. So you want to press down on the ceramic tile that you have and kind of grind it up just a little bit. You're not grinding the glass into the ceramic tile, you're just grinding the tape, just so that it doesn't have any pointy edges. You want it to be smooth all the way around. And then just make sure you go around with your other fingers and make sure it's securely on there. And you just place it in there. And that is literally it. You do that with every individual piece. I will show you while you are on camera how to do one of the small pieces, just so you can see that. It's the exact same way I did the other one. I just want to show you, it takes a little bit more time to make sure that it is even on both sides because it is smaller to deal with. I don't want to go too high up, sorry. If I cut off screen a little bit. Line it up. Oh, see, that was crooked. It takes some finesse and some time, but you'll get the hang of it. Then you just press down again. It's really pretty simple. I can watch TV while I do this. Just want to make sure that it's even. Ouch. See, it is very sharp. Okay. And then there's a piece to show you the difference of width. So I'll lay that down there and lay that one down there. And that is copper foiling. I will copper foil each individual piece for you, and we will see you in the next video, the fourth video, which is soldering, lead soldering, and making it a solid form. That's going to be the exciting part when it becomes the form you can actually hold it up to the light. But I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.